Hello, McDude here, and what we're looking at is a rather old Warthunder video. I shot this video back in January. It was about 8 months old, and I lost it on my hard drive, so I didn't even know I had it. But I found it recently, and it's kind of an interesting little battle. We're on a map that I positively hate. It's the one with the phony Mount Everest or Himalayan topography. Anyway, my force, my team, is moving forward. I zeroed in on a B5N2 Japanese torpedo bomber, which is probably armed with bombs, I would hope. It's the only airplane nearby me at the moment, so I like to check out the other pilots, see what their approach pattern is like. There's actually a lot of combat going on. I'm assuming that's all at low altitude. I'm assuming that's fighters gunning down fighters. You can see that all in the lower right corner, people capping each other and such. That Kate seems to he seems to be taking a position. I don't know. I'm wondering why he's wandering around the way he is. There's a pair of B-25s on my team. And here comes something, I don't know what, making a pass at them. My gunners go off. There's two aircraft directly ahead. And nothing really comes near me at this point. I'm making straight in for the enemy airfield. It's that ridiculous airfield that's got a 20,000 foot mountain on one end and a 10,000 foot mountain on the other. Nobody would ever build an airfield in a place like that, but regardless. I got a pair of 3,000 pound bombs, and I plan to put them straight down the runway. So, there you go. I made the release. Start the bank. I have to deal with anti-aircraft guns. They haven't zeroed in on my altitude yet. Typically, anti-aircraft guns zero in your altitude after you've hit the target at least once. But before that, boom. You can see right there, I just hit the target at the runway at the 1/3 point. One of the bombs missed, which means that the anti-aircraft guns are going to start zeroing in on my altitude now. So I got to get out of Dodge, rearm. This is a arcade clip, and this is from a slightly different angle. Same approach, but it's going to give you a better angle as to what's going on behind me. I never did have a chance to hit the target a second time because shortly afterwards I had to start worrying about what was behind me. Now what you see off my starboard beam, that's a B-25. It's a teammate. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about that other dot that you see off in the background. That, let me just look around me real fast. As you can see, the anti-aircraft guns, they've zeroed in on my altitude. Getting back to that dot behind me, that's a Ki-45. And he's picked me as his special friend. Here he comes. My gunners are going wild. Shooting in the wrong direction. He gets a good shot in. Takes out my port flap. My gunners are still going wild, shooting in the wrong direction. I gotta tell you, I don't know what they're shooting at. And I get kind of annoyed when I look at the forums and people are bitching about, the gunners on bombers. Because as a bomber pilot, I always have to, the teammate B-25 off to the left there. But as a bomber pilot, I understand that all my gunners are controlled by AI. And they're just stupid. they just shoot off in ridiculous directions after wasting their ammunition. They now have to take time to reload, which allows this guy to make another pass at me, and my gunners can then waste ammunition shooting off at God knows what. And meanwhile, the real threat, and I'd like for them to stop shooting and conserve their ammunition, so they won't be reloading when the actual threat approaches. You see, and this is something that the people that bitch about bomber pilots don't get. The AI is idiotic. Here they are, shooting at God knows what, just shooting at stuff out of range, too far away. Now, I'm swinging around. I'm making a 180-degree turn because that Ki-45, which is making very professional passes. He's a very, very good pilot. I got to think he's... Oh, here he comes. I got to think he's a joystick pilot because he really knows what he's doing. He really understands aviation tactics. His only issue is, see, he waves off a little bit, probably to fish reloading. Comes in, gets a little too close, and boom, we nail him. The gunners finally get him. And there he goes. I stay airborne for as long as possible. Oh, just until I know for a fact that he's crashed. And why do I do that? Because, well, this airplane is kind of useless. It's messed up. I can't get back onto a target. So I might as well just give up and switch to another aircraft. But I want to wait till he's down so he doesn't get credit for shooting me down. So I wait a little while, make sure he's down, and then I order the crew to bail out. And there they go. I only did that to make sure that I got the kill and he didn't get the kill. So I beat back the Ki-45 Nick, but I lost my airplane. And that is part of the life of a bomber pilot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I got another one for this same mission coming up next. If you like it, please press that like button and subscribe.